everyone. Today's the last day of my staycation, so I've planned a short hike at a park called Silver Mine Park. It's located down in Conestoga, PA, and Alltrails has one map on there that I'm going to try to follow, but what I've understood from the reviews, it can be a bit confusing, but I'm not scared, so hopefully it all goes well, and you know, I find my way around to see some of the beautiful pictures I saw, you know, and take some of my own. So before I get started, I wanted to address something that comes up quite often in conversation, but also I noticed myself on multiple YouTube videos and channels, as well as on social media and other formats, filters. Yesterday's video, it looks completely filtered. My face looks like a plastic Barbie doll, and I noticed that when I uploaded it. I have an editing app. I'm new to editing apps, and I'm trying out different features on my app. So a little did I know that if I put a shadow, there was a lot of light coming through on a lot of the scenes and stuff, and you couldn't really see the scenery around. So I put that filter on and did not know that it was going to cover the entire video. So that can happen, but this is what I actually look like. I'm 57 years old, and so sometimes you're going to see, you know, videos that look a little bit less lifelike, because of some of these apps. But right now I'm just experimenting with which ones work and which ones don't. So yep, I'm 57 years old. I have wrinkles, I have eye bags, I have all that stuff, sun damage from my youth and everything. You know, it's there. So just to be transparent, this is what it is. Hi guys, we're down here at Silver Mine Park, and I'm at the entrance. I just showed the sign. The parking is kind of minimal. There's probably room for 6 or 7 cars here, maybe more, because there's 4 of us here now, and there's probably room for 2 or 3 more. I went over to here and it said there was a trail map, but there's really no trail map guides here. Looks like a lot of spider webs, so it's probably quite a while since there have been trail guides. So I'm just following my Alltrails map. A lot of the reviews said that it isn't exact, so we'll see what happens. So far, there's a little trickling stream here. The trail is paved. It's shaded, so it seems pretty pleasant to me. It's only 2 miles, maybe a little over 2 miles. Little pathways down to the stream, should you like to visit that area on your way. Perhaps your dog would like a drink. Yeah, we'll see what happens here as we go. Just a little bit of the history. That's off to the left, kind of a little bit of foliage almost covering it. You'll get up to this little gated off, fenced off area. There's some picnic tables up here. People are out there enjoying the day. There's a little walkway right beside the picnic table. You can go down and stand on this little ramp here. There's nice flowing water here. Very pretty. And it's a beautiful day to be out today. Temperature's good. We're in the shade so far. Very pretty. Right after the little ramp and the picnic table, you just turn a corner. The path is very easy to follow so far. It is paved, and you're following along this creek here. Okay, so right across from that rock formation, there to your right, there is a sign that says Red Trail, and you are to follow this according to the Alltrails map. I did go up the pathway on the pavement a little bit more, and it said I was off their particular trail. But this one follows right along the creek here. Little muddy. I wouldn't want to swim in it, but there might be kayakers or tubers that use it. Up ahead of me, there's a person walking their dog back through here. It's very pleasant for that kind of thing. And a mom and her 2 children were riding bikes back through here. Very pleasant today. Just an FYI, the creek we are following right now is Pequea Creek. And when we turn off to the left up here, it sort of starts going by Silver Run, I think. Silver Mine Run or Silver Run, which is a smaller water way. I can see through the trees over here. There's some kind of a park, and it looks like a manicured park with benches and such. Looks neat. So even if you just stayed on the paved trail, you would come right back out to it. I'm just kind of winging it here, trying to capture some of the smaller details. And you come up to a little wooden bridge here beforehand, and it's a really pretty little view of Silver Run. Goes back into the woods a little bit, and then comes out into a sunny area with some picnic tables and benches, bird feeders, or bird houses, actually. I see there's places to go up on the hill there. I'm going to check out on my map what all that's about. So you just go to your left and go up this little grass hill, and you come out to a nice area, a very nice area with a water fountain. The sign, as you can see, no swimming, boating, ice skating, and fishing at your own risk. It also says fishing is catch and release only. So let's walk around here. I see a really nice stone house over there. I think there's some historic value to that. I'm not sure. I'll see when I get up there. But you can also go this way through the woods, which is nice and shady. So I walked up the shaded path just a little bit so I could get a better view of the fountain. They have a life preserver pickup life ring. I've never seen one of these, but I guess they have enough incidents here that they've installed one for a reason. Another little birdhouse. A better view of this little fountain here. That's so beautiful. It seems like a very nice walk for kids or families, your dog. Hopefully this just kind of goes around and loops back in through. I know across the way I can see there's some porta potty. There's a porta potty and a bench and something else along the road there, maybe another bench. Find out. I'm just, an explorer. And who doesn't want to walk in the shade, If there's any problems, I'll just turn around and walk back. Continue up this alternative path. I came across this building. I don't know what it is yet, but I wouldn't have seen it going the other way. Everything's locked up. Some barns where there's Silver Mine Road too, right in front of us really. But I just want to see what this is here. Doesn't really have any signage. I wonder if this is someone's private property. It doesn't say. Maybe this sign up here says something. There is a porta potty. Just a big red building all locked up. And some kind of a tank. It says there's cameras here. I don't plan on doing anything wrong, but I'm going to make a pit stop. So back out to the road. There's a little bridge of some sort, well, bridge going over the run, but I'm thinking this is a little sketchy. This road, it looks like it goes up a hill, so just be careful if you come this way. There is some kind of a path that way, I saw, and then I guess there's more paths this way, and that's probably where I'm supposed to go next, but I want to go back and check out this house. I seem to remember there was some historic value to it, so I'm going to hop over on the grass here because it's a little safer. So, yep. So when you come out from the little barn structure, or if you're going on the paved path, you'll come out to the road and sort of cross over down here, and the path continues up through the woods here. Not sure if it's that way or that way. We'll see. It's two paths. So this is the a sign that's out in the parking lot here, and it talks about the Pequea silver mine. There's a lot of detail to it. I'm assuming any one of you can look this up online, Google it, if you're interested in finding out the history. And this is a geology guide, so it talks about not only the mines, the minerals, but other stuff that was going on here with the kilns and, the rock faces and stuff like that. So it can be quite interesting, I'm sure. I'm going to check over here and see if they give you a map here. Nope, still no maps. Glad I took a picture. Looking at the map, this is the yellow trail. You can see by the blazes, but after I blew up the trail map legend and looked at, that's cute. Still running. This is the silver run. Looked at all the different trails. I wanted to explore as much as I could today. It's nice and cool. The trails are easy. Although this is probably one of the less strenuous trails because it's flat mostly. If you look at the elevations, I will put that up next. I took a screenshot when I blew it up. You'll see that there are different elevations to different trails. I saw a picture of this online. Oh, I'm not sure why there's a grill out here, but I guess if people grill there at that picnic table, they can also grill up here. I don't know. But this is one of the silver mines that's been left intact for our viewing pleasure. Another YouTuber that I followed did a video, sort of documentary on some of these mines. I don't go inside of them or try to. They are really cool though. I don't know if a human could actually get up in there. Maybe a kid, but you're not supposed to do it anyway. Really sweet. I just met the dog that has been wandering around with it, the person walking him, and he is so adorable. I don't know I guess he's mixed breed, but his legs are white with black spots, and it's so cute, and big black ears. I didn't want to take a picture or intrude, but apparently he is up for adoption. I didn't get a website or anything, but maybe on the SPCA, and maybe she is walking the dog, for them. So I think here too, off to the left, this may be where the other trail comes out to that you saw at the beginning. This is one of the things about some of the parks. You go off on a side trail and you can get really lost, but this seems like you probably can just explore without feeling uncomfortable, especially if you have your app or some kind of a GPS map. I'm getting decent service out here, so look at this. Oh, this is so pretty. Let me get a little closer. Like, this goes back up into the woods, and there's like a little cascade waterfall up there. I don't know that you can get to it unless you walk up through directly, but I don't know if you'd want to, because look at, there's a lot of algae, but it's still so pretty. So directly across from that little cascade is another silver mine. These have mostly been restored, and you know, you can't go inside of them anymore, but you can go up and around them on various trails. You see the railing, there's another trail up there. We might go on that one, I'm not sure yet, but they've blocked this off. The video that I had seen was from, oh, I don't know, several years ago, and I don't know that they had blocked this off yet. So they have, the person on the other YouTube channel was able to go inside a little bit and look around, but it is a little safer not to gain entry to these things for most of us. You go up this path a little bit longer. There's some signage up here. Yes. So there's the pathway up to that is the geology walk trail. No horses. So if you brought your horse, you can't go on that trail. Looks like it's got some damage from the storm up through there as well. At the top of the hill, there's a little pond right by the signs here. And I hear geese. You can kind of walk out a little bit. Just got to be cautious. Hopefully you can still hear the background noises. I did find a button that I can turn off noise reduction, so hopefully today I can pick up on sounds of the birds and the locusts and the water and stuff like that. There's two ways you can go up here. I think I'm supposed to go to the right. Right past that little pond, you come to a Y. My map, it's like a tiny little incline to get up to it. My map shows for me to go to the right. I'm going to go up here and see if I can catch a view. But if you go straight, it shortens the loop, and it will probably, from what it looks like, it'll take you back to the trail that goes through the parking area. See what's up here. And my back is just wrecked from trying to kayak yesterday. And I've only gone a little over a mile and 1.22 miles, and I can really feel it. So following this map, you're going to go up a kind of steep incline. It looks to be like there's an opening up at the top where it stops. So maybe, I don't know how long it is, but it doesn't look too awful long. We'll see. About halfway up the hill, you don't have to go the whole way. Hey, there's some markers, and it takes you back into the woods. So come up after just a nice little walk through the woods. It isn't all uphill. there's only a little bit of that. I came out to a sign that says White Deer Trail. Apparently that's what we were on. There's a little side trail here. I see someone, whoever curated the map for Alltrails, went out to and turned around and came back. So, you know, I don't think there's anything interesting there. So just going to keep going. But this second part of the trail, there's really not any, you know, magnificent points of interest or anything like that. But it is a walk in the woods on a nice shady day. You know, you get to hear the birds, see the butterflies. There's a lot of butterflies out right now. I saw groups of them yesterday on our down at Safe Harbor along the river. There was stuff that looked like monarchs or viceroys, some swallowtails, very colorful. I see a lot of just little white ones around here. The bunny right in the middle of the trail up here, just sitting there. Off he goes. I think he heard me. Some berries along the trail. I don't really eat berries along trails unless I absolutely know for sure what they are. These do just look like regular berries, raspberries, blackberries, but not a big fan of berries anyway, but there are some here. After that little sign, you come out of the woods a little bit and you're in an open area here and you see this little white-tailed deer trail. And this map is taking me off to the right here. It's all grassy. It's a short time of exposure. There may be more. I'm still, you know, going along the path here and just kind of learning as I go. But not a hard trail at all, not by any stretch. So I took a, I don't know, 5-minute break there just to have a little bit of tuna. I didn't have much for breakfast, so I wanted to get a little something in. And I'm almost back out to the little pond that we started with. It's, you know, real easy trail. This is all, in fact, kind of downhill, gradual downhill. And it seems to go pretty quick. I didn't have any problems following the Alltrails map like some of the reviewers said. I mean, there are trails off to the left and to the right. Like right now there's one. And I could choose to go either way, but I'm going to check my Alltrails map to make sure that I'm going the right way. Another cool little wooden bridge here. Goes across a much slower part of the stream. But listen to those birds. I hear a rooster in the background too. Just a crowing away. Runner passed me by just a minute ago. So I looked off to the left and just like that, we are back to the little lake pond, and rather, that we started at. Or the one right after it. It's very close to the car though. Let me see here. I hear a fountain, but I don't see it. So, but we're very close. Yep, we're up to the main trail. I hear other people walking and talking. Little doggy coming up. So right past this is actually the second little pond without the fountain. But right past it, there's a sign that says Poplar Grove Trail. So, and it's uphill a little bit. So we're going to go up that way just to stay on the map. If you keep going straight, you could go back out to Silver Road or Silver Mine Road or whatever and walk back to your car. This loop takes you on just a little extra. Not sure it's enticing being uphill like this though. Oh God. Coming up to a little gravel area. There's power lines running through. Some kind of power plant. Okay, so now I kind of see why people get confused here. I went down that gravel road, which ran into, the end of it was a pile of gravel and some construction materials. And the other side, it just looked like a field, like a farmer's field, and there was mud. And if you go down that way to stay on the Alltrails map, there is a path in the woods eventually. You'll see it, but you have to kind of go through what doesn't look like a trail at all, and there are no signs. And that's what I'm doing to stay on the Alltrails map. We'll see. Keep going here. So we're almost back out to the road, and I had to take off my microphone because the little receiver part has a port for charging while you're using it, but my charger cord would not stay in the little receiver, whatever you call it, the hookup. So before I get back down to the road, I see that there's some people by the cars, and I don't want to interfere with their day. So yep, you just keep going on this trail. Like I said, there is a confusing part. When I get home, I'm going to try to take a picture of the way I went and then circle the area so that anyone trying to follow this map will be more aware that there is no, it doesn't even look like a trail. It looks like you're walking across private property, and perhaps there is another entrance that I missed, but I went 4 different ways at that juncture. Also, now coming out of that, I see there is a sign. You see down there? That's where I parked, and that's where all the cars are on Goode's Road. Across the street and up to the left is a sign for Poplar Grove Trail. So I did it counterclockwise. I'm guessing if you do it clockwise, the area that would be kind of difficult would be just up this hill and out to the gravel. So maybe it's easier that way as far as location, but I can tell you from walking it today that I'm so glad I did it counterclockwise. There's a lot more downhill counterclockwise than there is the other way. You know, if you're going clockwise, you're going to be going up a lot of hills. So anyway, over to the car here. Hi guys, it's taken me a couple of days to get back to closing out this video. I only had 2 days left on my vacation, so I just wanted to relax and enjoy it. I had a great time hiking this week. I did a lot of trails that I hadn't done before. And this final trail, Silver Mine Park in Pequea, PA, was really a great trail to end on because it was super easy. It had a lot of history, and there was a lot of different things to see. The second part of the loop is more of a walk in the woods, but it's a very pleasant one. Going counterclockwise, you will go up less inclines. So for me, that's more enjoyable than going the clockwise way. The only tricky part was that area with the gravel road. And like I said, you will be going down the gravel road if you're going counterclockwise, and you just have to go off to your right through what looks like private property there. There are no signs, but there is an opening in the woods to go back out to the trail, and it's a very short walk. I hope you all are having a wonderful summer and enjoying all of the beautiful outdoors adventures, and I will see you next time. Namaste.